I've been meaning to make this video for quite some time. Let's get into it. So I want to try to make this video as short as possible. We're just going to get to the point. These scratches that happen on investigations, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys it's ghosts. I honestly don't know. It is kind of weird, but there are other explanations. We're going to kind of talk about those other explanations and things like that. So I know you guys see it all the time on thumbnails on certain channels, you know, people getting scratched and they exaggerate the scratches and such. I've had it happen to me where I've had these weird scratches on my back. They welt up. It burns. It's happened to my son. We were at Hell's Bar Dam, and my son, his back, all the way down, was scratched. He said he didn't feel good, that his back felt like it was burning. I lifted his shirt up, and I mean, it looked like something like scratched his back. It welted. The skin wasn't... there was no skin tearing or anything like that. I'm not saying that was a ghost. He wasn't saying it was a ghost either. He just knew that he wasn't feeling good. His back felt like it was burning. And I seen what looked like these really like long scratches down his back. I know he didn't do it. There's no way he could have done it. Again, I don't know if it's ghosts. I have no idea. And I've seen this happen to quite a few other people. And here's an example. I have my video editing software open. Now I haven't stopped here for a reason. I want you guys to pay attention to her neck. Well, specifically around her ear. Everything is fine right around her ear. I'm going to zoom in. You know, she has her hair up. Everything's fine. There's no markings, no nothing. I'm going to reset that. I'm going to move ahead here. So I'm showing a before. And then this. Now, again, I'm not telling you it's a ghost. It wasn't there before. She even said herself that she felt lightheaded, kind of didn't feel good. And then it felt like something touched her. And then like a burning sensation. And we're pointing out around the ear and then her neck, above her necklace, looked like it was scratched up. I unfortunately did not get a very good shot of that. Let me roll it back some more so you guys can see it. So I have no idea, no clue. I'm not saying it's a ghost. But these things, they do happen when we investigate.
Ooh.
You okay?
What happened? I'm dizzy from it. Yeah.
You can only use Adam and Mai's energy.
Yeah.
Please don't touch anyone else.
It was like right in front of my face.
He came in, or she came in.
Can you flashlight again? Is there something right here?
And it looks like it's kind of red. You guys want to check it out?
I can't tell. It's red.
It's red.
There and like there.
Right here
Yeah, and right there a little bit.
and up here. Look at this.
Oh.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Was that? Did you do
Did you
anything?
have a red
Look,
right
look
here,
guys,
all the way down?
look, right here too.
Oh my goodness. How about we get you out of
This
here?
is like you have red here.
Let's
and it
get
goes
you
all the way
out of
down.
here.
Yeah.
Come on.
It was like something brushed me and it didn't scratch.
All right. My camera decided to stop working. I don't know why. So, pardon the video game footage. All right. So, we never said it was paranormal. We don't know what caused it. We know that we wanted to get her out of that room and, like, as close as we possibly could to an exit out of that place. just in case it became an emergency and she needed to go to the hospital. A lot of those scratches could be a number of things. Some sort of allergic reaction, something just irritating the skin, and many other things. Before we think ghosts, there are other explanations for stuff like this. I know there's a lot of people who think this kind of thing can't happen. Obviously it does. But again, it comes back to, was it really a ghost? Who knows? But there are a lot of people who go to these haunted locations and they have this happen to them and it's never happened to them before. And they're just going to go ahead and connect it to something paranormal. They genuinely believe that a ghost scratched them. In the paranormal field, there are people, obviously, who have different opinions and beliefs. And there's nothing wrong with that. It makes for a great conversation, so long as it's healthy and respectful. There are those who have this thought that, well, if I've never experienced this, then it can't be real. It's got to be fake. That is a real ignorant way of thinking. And let me explain. So people getting scratched during investigations, regardless if it's something natural or paranormal, can happen. But however, believing that ghosts can move objects, can manipulate things, can tug on your clothing, can push you, can touch you, and do a number of other things, but for some reason, leaving marks on people is off the table? That doesn't make sense. Can these scratchings or markings be faked? Absolutely. It's actually really easy. It can be unpleasant, but it can be done. You just have to make sure you don't have a sharp object, and whatever you use, you just have to run it across your forearm or any part of your body until the skin becomes really irritated and it'll welt. You also have to make sure that you don't break the skin. It's also really easy to overdo it and end up giving yourself a skin burn or end up scarring yourself. However, it can be done, and all I did was use my guitar pick. So again, I'm not saying it's paranormal or anything like that. I do believe it's more than likely a very logical explanation as to why this is happening. Because it's a situational thing and people are in a haunted location and this happens to them, of course, the first thing that they're going to think is ghosts rather than an alternative reason as to why that happened. If somebody believes that they got scratched by an unseen force, it doesn't make them stupid. It doesn't make them fake. It's what they believe. We can't sit there and tell people that they're fake or they're stupid because what they believe. I mean, it's like telling Christians that they're stupid for what they believe in, or telling atheists that they're stupid for what they don't believe in. Another thing I want to touch on here real quick is why I left some of these Facebook debunking groups. So I left 3 groups. Debunkers Anonymous, and that has nothing to do with the Shape himself. I left Truth Seekers group, not because of Josh. And I also left another Facebook group called Paranormal whatever. I don't even care about the name. The reason why I left, I was disgusted at what I was seeing in those group chats. In one of those group chats, I was reading through some of the comments, what was being posted, and I came across one where an individual was praising an investigator, and then, I don't know, a couple hours later, maybe a couple days later, I don't remember, to be honest. All of a sudden, that person's a piece of shit. You know, that investigator's a piece of shit. Even though it wasn't that long ago, that person was giving praise to that paranormal investigator. Made absolutely no sense whatsoever. And that investigator seen that comment and was pretty upset by it. And I don't blame that investigator. I'd be pretty pissed off too. However, I would have said something because I can't help myself. Seeing comments about other debunkers, that was pretty wild. People claiming that, oh, these debunkers, they're too soft, they need to go harder and things like that. You guys out for fucking blood or something? Like, there are laws and rules that everyone on the platform has to abide by. If a debunker goes super hard, whether it be a team or an individual, and somebody decides to do something to themselves because what was said, that debunker is responsible. Words have weight, and they can be weaponized. I've also seen comments where people are complaining about the content that's coming from debunkers. Look, if you guys don't like it, you don't have to watch it. It's that simple. But rather than complaining about it, how about making your own content that you want to see and put out there? Because I promise you, you're going to find out real quick, doing this YouTube thing is not as simple as turning a camera off, talking into a camera, or just recording whatever. There's a lot more to it. There are a lot of rules that we have to abide by, and magically, out of nowhere, new rules come into play that can get us in trouble. Believe it or not, when there's a new rule or something's changed, we don't always know about it. Most of the time we don't know about it. We're like, oh, holy crap. This is a new thing or something has changed. Crap, that's going to get me in trouble. Well, I was hoping this would be a short video, but here we are just over 10 minutes into this video. Apparently I have a lot to say. Moving on. I want to go back to here real quick about these people who are saying, oh, debunkers aren't going hard enough. There's something that people need to think about here. We may see these YouTubers having fun on their videos and doing all kinds of cool things and living it up, but away from that, they may be struggling with a lot of things. A whole lot of things. And nobody wants to drive these people over the edge. We don't want anything bad to happen to these YouTube creators. I am not a cancel guy. I don't believe in canceling people or anything like that. I think that's just ridiculous. I've done videos on Twin Paranormal and a couple of other people, but I don't want to see them get like train wrecked, canceled because of what they're doing. That's not the goal. I want those channels to succeed. I want them to be successful. I want everyone to be successful. What is being asked of these other channels who are faking things or just entertainment, whatever, we just wanted to be clear that, look, this is entertainment. It's not real. Enjoy it for what it is. And everyone's happy. We're not trying to completely destroy people's careers on YouTube. That's not the goal. The goal is to educate and make changes. Another thing that I thought was hilarious that I'd seen, I don't remember if it was just a post or a comment, I don't remember. But it was probably one of the most ridiculous things I'd ever seen. And somebody had said, oh, debunkers shouldn't be making money on the content they put out there for whatever reason. I don't remember what the reason was. First off, it actually costs money to make content. You know, we have to make sure that we have the hardware needed, upkeep on it, to put content out there. There are some content, well, not some, there's a lot of content creators who are actually paying a monthly fee for their video editing software. Not only that, but we're doing a lot of damage to ourselves physically and mentally. It is stressful to create content. There's a lot that can go wrong when we're trying to create content for you guys. For example, I'm over here, I'm trying to make a video, and I'm doing something, and then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, the video editing software acts up and doesn't want to do what I want it to do. Then everything locks up. I end up having to do a hard shutdown or close out my video editing software. And then when I open it back up, guess what? I've lost what could be hours of work that I put into making a video. These things happen. There are a lot of people who want to make a living on YouTube. Most won't. And yes, YouTube can definitely be a job. Everybody wants to have their dream job. Everybody wants to make money doing their dream job. So why is it that debunkers, or anybody actually, why shouldn't they be able to make money doing what they love to do? I don't consider YouTube to be a job for me. I do it for fun. I do it because I enjoy doing it. I love sharing my content to people, where I'm going, things I'm doing, and so on, and even running my mouth like I am now. Out of all of the jobs that I have ever had in my life, and again, I don't consider YouTube a job, but YouTube has been one of the most stressful things I have ever done. The other thing that I want to talk about is this behind the back bullshit. Whether it be somebody who's watching a paranormal video or a content creator like a debunker, if they question somebody's video and what happened in that video, rather than talking shit behind their back, grow a set of fucking balls and go to that content creator. Talk to that content creator. Be a decent fucking human being, for the love of fucking God. There are investigators who are being talked about behind their back with people saying they're fake for whatever reason, but rather than being a grown-ass fucking adult about it and going to that content creator, they're just gonna talk shit behind that person's back and or make a fucking video about it, which is absolutely stupid. That hurts that content creator. Those are the kinds of things when a debunker says, hey, this is fake, or I believe this is fake, that has heavy damage to a content creator who's actually innocent and may have either edited something in such a way where it just seems weird, or they're using devices that they actually believe, but they're not faking anything. It's one of those things where, you know, if you see something, you question it, go to the content creator. Don't be a bitch and talk behind their back. Go to them, talk to them. Doesn't matter who it is. That's pretty much it, guys. I'm off. Love you all. Thanks for listening to my rant.